Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of Art of Living organization to evening session on Yog Vaashishtha study group. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आप सभी का आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग संस्था की तरफ से योग वाशिष्ठ के अपने इवनिंग सत्र में स्वागत करता हूँ। टुडे वी आर ऑन 23rd डे। आज हम लोग 23वें सत्र में पहुंच चुके हैं। सो रोज की तरह लेट अस ऑल क्लोज आवर आईज। वी विल बिगिन अवर सेशन with by chanting 3 times ओमकार। Let's all close our eyes। अपनी आंखें बंद कर लें। एक साधारण सांस अंदर ले और छोड़ दे। एक गहरी लंबी सांस अंदर ले और छोड़ दे। गुरुदेव कहते हैं दुखद अथवा सुखद भूतकाल त्याग करने योग्य है। Gurudev says it's worth dropping your past, either pleasant or unpleasant. Let's breathe in and let go. यह क्षण नया है। This moment is new. अपने शरीर के कण कण से ओम का नाद निकलने दे। Let every particle of our body, our existence, submerge in the naad of Om. Breathe in ओम के नाद से उत्पन्न हुई स्पंदनों को महसूस करें। Feel the vibrations created by the chanting Om. Let us awaken the divinity within. गुरु का आवाहन कर ले। आवाहनम 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 पुनः पुनः। Let us pray to the divinity. गुरु वंदना कर लेते हैं। गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Let us pray to the divinity. गुरु की प्रार्थना कर ले। Whatever the words that I speak, whatever the actions that I do, whatever the thoughts that come to my mind, अपने मुख से निकलने वाले सारे शब्द, सारी वाणी, अपने सारे कर्म एवं विचार, अपने बुद्धि के अंदर जागृत होने वाला विवेक, the discrimination, the power of discrimination that arise in our intellect, अपने स्मृति पे तैयार हो रहे इंप्रेशंस यदि तैयार हो रहे हो तो, all the sanskaras, the impressions that are getting created on our memory, if it is happening, और यदि अहम का अब भी थोड़ा भाव बाकी है तो वो भी गुरु की प्रेरणा से ही प्रेरित हो, ऐसी प्रार्थना करें. And even now, if there is an iota of that I, me, let thy be with the inspiration from the Master. मुमुक्षत्व की राह पे चलने वाले हम लोग, मोक्ष की राह पे चलने वाले हम लोग, यदि यहाँ पे बार बार लौट के आना पड़े तो वो भी गुरु की प्रेरणा से ही प्रेरित हो, ऐसी प्रार्थना करें. Be the people walking on the path of liberation, even if we have to come here again and again. Let thy be with the inspiration of the Master alone. अपने भीतर और बाहर गुरु का सानिध्य महसूस करें. Let us feel the presence of the Master divinity within and outside. And with a gentle smile on your face, you may open your eyes. एक हल्की सी मुस्कान के साथ अपनी प्यारी सी आंखें खोल सकते हो. Jai Gurudev. So once again, welcome to today's Yog Vaashishtha session. We are on 23rd day. अपने सारे Zoom के पार्टिसिपेंट्स, अपने सारे YouTube के व्यूअर्स और अपने सारे Facebook के व्यूअर्स, इन सभी का भी आज के सत्र में स्वागत करते हैं. So let's begin with our today's session. So this journey is continuing through chapter number 3, which is called as Utpatti Prakaran, the creation of this entire universe. So Rama keeps on asking this intelligent questions to Vaashishtha Muni, which we are also curious about. It's just like he is just asking the questions which are holding in our mind, and Vaashishtha Muni is keep on giving answer, unfolding the petals one by one. So the very essence of this spirituality, Adhyatma or Yoga Vaashishtha, the first thing that Vaashishtha Muni tells us, that this entire world, which appears to be so truth, which appears to be so solid, in reality it is not. It is just like a dream. This world is an unreal world. Now this is something which is very against to the thinking that we have been looking into, and the same thing happens to Rama also. And Vaashishtha Muni little by little give multiple examples. So we saw all these things. We watched a movie, scientific documentary. We got into details of that. Then we also heard about this knowledge from Yatinji and from other speakers. And then we are also personally going through this Yog Vaashishtha. We are reading it ourselves. So combined all together, we put together one diagram where we kind of walk through what could be the possibility of this entire creation. So that through that diagram, we try to understand. Now what we are doing, now we are going into detail by detail what has been actually made Rama realize or will make us realize this entire creation of this world. So Vashishtha adds to that look, this entire world is actually unreal. It is all created just in the mind, that Brahmadeva, that is Akashach. And in that mind, all this Srishti is created. All this Brahmand, all this universe is created. Now, even though all these things, we feel that it deteriorates this mind, it gets entangled, it gets stuck into desires, it gets stuck into cravings. The mind gets stuck into all these five senses and its temporary pleasure. The mind gets stuck into all this kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsara, all this greed, anger, jealousy, all these negative emotions. The same mind has a power to elevate us, the Utkrishti, that thing, that which is experience that highest. Now, once that's mind, with mind, we drop this mind, and then once this drishya, the scenery, dissolves into the seer, we start experiencing that divinity which is there within us. Then we start experiencing the smallest of the smallest and the bigger of the biggest. That Chaitana, the same consciousness, is present. Now Lord Rama asks that, yes, till now I have been with you, but still I have few questions. So kindly answer them and remove this ignorance from my system, from my mind. So Rama asked Vashishtha Muni, kindly explain me the Swarupa of this. Whatever the Chaitanya Swarupa is there, which is there in the smallest particle, which is there in the entire universe, everywhere it is there. How do I actually get to experience that? Kindly tell me. So now this is where Vashishtha Muni now gives two different paths. The path one, which is all the yogis, all the wise people walk on this path, and how they have experienced this divinity, how they have experienced this Purna Brahma, the Chaitanya, Swarupa Atma. So that is where he explains that all these things, at the time of this Pralaya, Mahapralaya, how this entire Pancha Mahabhuta, all these five elements and the Srishti, universe created of this five elements, appears to be disappear within the self, within that nothingness. Exactly in the same way, once what remains at that point of time is just that Purna Brahma, just that Shiva, just that nothingness. Similarly, when one goes into the meditation, or what we call as a samadhi, so in that samadhi, all these other koshas, this Annamay kosha, Pranamay kosha, Manomay kosha, Vijnanamay kosha. Annamay kosha is what? Annamay kosha is this, what we see all around. The one which this Srishti, this universe is called. That comes under Annamay kosha. The second one is the Pranamay kosha. We say this, there is a Prana Shakti within us. There is this Prana Shakti. So we focus on the body, and then all this Pranamay kosha comes into picture. We honor and respect this body as well, and we accept it as it is. Then we focus on our breath, again the prana level. Then we focus on the mind and the thoughts. Manomay kosha, the kosha which is at the level of your mind, the subtle body. Manomay kosha, the mind. We focus upon that. Then we go into the feelings. Vijnanamay kosha. we keep on accepting all these koshas. Then whatever the kosha that we enter into, Anandamay kosha, bliss, that is what we are. That is what Vaashishtha Muni is explaining here. The one who are wise, the one who are walking on the path of this yoga bhyasa. They are the one, they experience that swarupa. No, it is not something to be explained, but just for the sake of our understanding, I'm trying to put it in words. So this is how they perceive. This is how they perceive, and this is how they explain that total bliss, that total ecstasy, where there is no mind, there is no body, no, nothing is there. You just have a feeling of only that I am being. It's just there. That experience. And we have been so kind enough that we have Gurudev in our life, and he keep on conducting so many meditations and keep on taking us again and again and again to that source which we are and experience. That is the reason we keep on requesting everyone to go ahead and do the Art of Living course. That is where you'll get connected with the master. No? And then master will make your journey, this journey of Apara Shakti, going through all this knowledge, is probably a longer one. No? It might take some time. But once you are with the master, once you are with the divinity, he just make this journey so smooth for us. No? Just unki ungli tham lo, just hold on his finger, just hold on to him alone, and he'll make us walk through this entire life very smoothly. Such a gratitude that we are expressing towards Master. Thank you so much, Gurudev. Thank you so much for being in our life. That you have given all these things made so simplified. So Vaashishtha Muni explained that this is one of the way to experience that divinity within. Samadhi avastha. Then in that also, if you go and experience the nirvikalpa samadhi, savikalpa samadhi means the one which we are probably imagining something and you are doing and meditation on that. Nirvikalpa samadhi means there is no vikalpa, there is no imagination. You're not imagining anything, and then you just happen to keep on just accepting everything. That is a nirvikalpa samadhi. There is no vikalpa, there is no imagination, there is no thinking about anything. So when we go deeper into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, that is where we experience, and what that experience is nothing but you are experiencing your own self. Now this own self itself is called as Brahma, Shiva, Chaitanya, Atma, consciousness, etc., etc., etc. It's the same thing. तो गुरुदेव बोलते हैं ना अक्सर की अंतर्मुखी बनो, go within, get out of this outside world, stay away from this five senses and the vishayas. And once we go deeper within, that point of time we experience this Chaitanya Swarup Atma. That is one way of doing it. Then Vaashishtha Muni says, okay, this is for the one who was on this path, the one who is practicing this. What about the one who has not yet experienced this? What about the one who have is not walking on this path? For them, what it is? For them, we can say that the one which is calm mind. This is free body, the calm mind. And when they go through all these things, this experience, even they can also experience the divinity within. They can also experience the iota of the Atman, iota of that Shanta Pravrutti. When the Vritti is Shant, the mind is calm. So that point of time, what they experience is that divinity within. Divide of all the flourishness, divide of all the other things in life, they experience the divinity within. So that is how Vaashishtha Muni explains the Swarupa of just at the level of experience. We cannot describe it, what that is, but we can just experience. And who will experience it for us? Can anyone else experience ourselves on our behalf? No. That is the reason said that Atma Gyan or Atma Sukh or Atmanubhava is possible only through Swanubhava. It can be possible only through self-experience. Everything else can guide. It can become a path. It can create an environment, conducive environment for us to experience that divinity within. But who is going to experience? It is only the self is capable of experiencing itself. वही आत्मा है जो वो खुद को ही अनुभव करता है. No, so that is the truth. So that is why it is being said, it is just being experienced by your own self. Atma Gyan is possible only by your own self efforts. That is what Vaashishtha Muni is telling Rama here. So very beautiful. So what are the other things that has been said here? So then he is also telling the secrets or the rahasyas of this Paramatma. Paramatma Swarupache Gamak. ये जो बोला इसके symptoms क्या होते हैं, इसके लक्षण क्या होते हैं? What are the symptoms of this? What are the secrets of this divine? The Paramatma is what we call the ultimate observer. So what is that? So just like this Akasha, this space experiences the Shunyatva, the zeroness, that nothingness. Just like this Vayu, which is Sarvavyapi, which occupies everything, it goes everywhere, the Vayu. So this air, it occupies everything. So like the Ghanatva, the one which is solid, that Hospana, which is solid, which is there in the stone that we see, that consolidated, all the particles coming together. Similarly, this Chaitanya is also present everywhere. Means the scenery which does not have the cravings of the Vishaya. Vishaya is the five senses and its associated entanglements. Those are not there. So this drishya is different than this Vishayas. Understanding that, that itself take us to the Paramatma Swarup. It start giving us the glimpse of that self to us. Then all these Panchakoshas are also explained, which we already seen. And then today Gurudev was talking about these two epics, the Ramayana and Mahabharata. So he said all these beautiful things related to that, how this is actually an itihasa. He said this is an history. History means what? It has happened like this. It has actually happened like this. That is what been said. And then there are many questions that comes around where they address them. Certain things like why it is made so magical, why there are characters who are like this, why there are 10 heads of the Ravana, and they say these are all symbolic in nature. It has happened like this. The original verses of Ramayana was only 25,000 verses. Mahabharata was only, it's called Jaya, and it has only 25,000 verses. Later on, people keep on adding and make it more and more glorified, just to make people have fun, just to bring that iota of that wow factor. Oh wow, just to bring that on our face. They have kept on introducing all other things into it. So what we need to do, we have to really believe that this is the history and this is happened like this, and take a knowledge out of it. The way we are doing this Yog Vaashishtha is at the part of Ramayana, Uttar Ramayana actually. So we are extracting the knowledge out of it. Something that we are not able to, our intelligence is not able to comprehend. What we do, say wow, oh, was it like that? Oh wow. We get into wonder. So even in that wonder also there is an happiness. Even in that wonder also there is an experience of our own self, because this entire universe is so full of wonders. Forget about this universe, this body is so full of wonders. So if you just get deeper into your body and look what is there, you will say, oh wow. That wow comes. Very nice. So we'll continue with this even in the coming days. अभी इसका थोड़ा हम लोग हिंदी में भी अनुवाद देख लेते हैं. तो हमने देखा कि कैसे वशिष्ठ मुनि प्रभु रामचंद्र जी को वो जो कमल की पंखुड़ियां है एक बार एक ऐसे ऐसे खोल खोल के वो हमें ज्ञान दे रहे हैं। तो पहले ही शुरुआत करते हैं, उत्पत्ति प्रकरण तक हम लोग पहुंच चुके हैं। और उत्पत्ति प्रकरण में ये सृष्टि का निर्माण कैसे हुआ, ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग विषय होता है। तो इसके लिए हमने जो साइंस डॉक्यूमेंट्री एक देखा, उसके बाद में हमने जो श्रवण किया है वो, और जो उसके बाद में हम जो बुक पढ़ रहे हैं, वो कंटिन्यू जर्नी चल रहा है, उसके माध्यम से हमने इसके एक डायग्राम के रूप में, चित्र के रूप में आपके सामने प्रस्तुत किया कि कैसे यह उत्पत्ति क्रिएट हुई है। देन उसके बाद में हम लोग करें कि थोड़ा थोड़ा उसको पढ़ के थोड़ा थोड़ा उसको आगे इस कहानी को लेके जा रहे हैं, इस बुक को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं और थोड़ा और डिटेल में इसको देखने का यहाँ पे प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहले प्रभु रामचंद्र जी को अपने वशिष्ठ मुनि जी बताते हैं कि यह जो दिखता हुआ जग है यह मिथ्या है, यह सच नहीं है। नो, तो प्रथम दर्शनी जो प्रथम बार सुनते हैं तब तो ये बड़ा अचरज लगता है कि अरे ऐसे कैसे, लेकिन फिर धीरे 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 वशिष्ठ मुनि प्रभु रामचंद्र जी को समझाते हैं, तो हमें भी वो हेल्पफुल हो रहा है। नो, तो किस तरह से बोलते हैं, जो लोग योगाभ्यास करते हैं उनके लिए कैसा होता है। तो उनके लिए यह एक जो होता है कि ये जो हर एक जो शरीर दिखता है, देह रूपी शरीर, इसमें भी चैतन्य रूपी रत्न ही होता है। देन उसके बाद में कहते हैं कि ये जो आत्मा और परमात्मा, हाँ, ये अलग है। ये जो भास होता है, यह भास भी क्या होता है, नष्ट हो जाता है। स्मॉलेस्ट से स्मॉलेस्ट में भी वही है, बिगेस्ट से बिगेस्ट में भी वही है। हाँ, सृष्टि के हर कण कण में वही, सृष्टि में वही चेतना है। उसी को हम लोग आत्मा कहते हैं, परमात्मा कहते हैं, ब्रह्म कहते हैं, शिव कहते हैं, चैतन्य कहते हैं, कॉन्शियसनेस कहते हैं, अलग अलग नाम से इसको हम लोग पुकारते रहते हैं। तो जो जीवन मुक्त होते हैं, द वन हु आर वाइज पीपल, द वन हु आर लिबरेटेड, जो जीवन मुक्त मोक्षी को सदेह भी हो सकते, विदेह भी हो सकते हैं, उसमें जो इसको अनुभव करते हैं वो उस चित्त स्वरूप का अपना अनुभव लेते हैं और उसको बोलते हैं। तो यहाँ पे राम वशिष्ठ मुनि को कहते हैं कि वो जो आत्मा जो सर्वव्यापी है, सर्वव्यापक है, जो अजर है, जो अमर है, ऐसे उस आत्मा का कृपया मेरे समझने के लिए उनका अनुभव किस तरह से मैं कर सकता हूँ, कृपया इसका मुझे मार्गदर्शन करें। तो जिस तरह से वशिष्ठ मुनि उन्हें बताते हैं कि जिस तरह से जिस इस सृष्टि का प्रलय हो जाता है और प्रलय के वक्त ये पंच महाभूतों से बनी हुई है सृष्टि सारी, उसी में, उसी पर ब्रह्म में, उसी शिव में विलीन हो जाती है, उस वक्त की जो स्थिति रहती है कि जो कारणों का कारण, जो सभी सृष्टि का जो एक ही है, जो नथिंगनेस, जो उसको हम लोग अलग अलग नाम से पुकारते, उसी में विलीन हो जाते, उसका अनुभव हम लोग कैसे कर सकते हैं, वो है रामा, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। तो पहला जो प्रकार बताते हैं कि जो लोग योगाभ्यास करते हैं, समाधि लगाते हैं, तो बोलते हैं उनको इसका, जो ज्ञानी रहते हैं उनको इसका अनुभव होता है। और वो कैसे करते हैं, तो बोलते हैं ये जो सारे समाधि अवस्था में जो वृत्त की निरोधी ना, चित्त वृत्ति निरोधा, पतंजलि योग सूत्र में ये अपने को सूत्र भी बताया गया, इसका वृत्ति का हम लोग निरोध करते हैं। एंड देन फिर अपने जो सारे कोशास रहते हैं, अन्नमय कोशा, प्राणमय कोशा, मनोमय कोशा, विज्ञानमय कोशा, इन सारे कोशाओं के परे चले जाते, इनका स्वीकार करते हुए, इनका सम्मान करते हुए, कोई रिजेक्शन की भावना नहीं, कोई अपने से दूर करने की भी भावना नहीं, इनका स्वीकार करते हुए कि आप भी मेरे ही अस्तित्व के स्तर हो, तो पूरी तरह से आदर और सम्मान के साथ इनका स्वीकार करते हुए हम लोग इसके परे हो जाते हैं। तब जो अनुभव लेता है, जो शेयर होता है, उसी में हम लोग आनंदमय कोशा में, ब्लिस में हम लोग पहुंचकर उसका अनुभव लेते हैं। तो हम लोग कितने सौभाग्यवान हैं कि गुरुदेव हमारे जीवन में आए और उन्होंने इस ज्ञान को कितना सरल तरीके से अपने को, वो आत्मन का अनुभव, जिसके लिए पता नहीं लोग क्या क्या करते रहते हैं, क्या क्या पढ़ते रहते हैं, कितना सारा तप आदि करते हैं, वह अनुभव पाने के लिए, वह आत्मज्ञान पाने के लिए। तो गुरुदेव ने कितना सरलता से वो अनुभव हमें दे दिया। भले ही हो सकता है कि हम लोग उसके बारे में बात ना कर पाए, भले ही हो सकता है कि हमें अभी भी हम लोग वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस मॉडल हो, तो क्या हुआ, लेकिन गुरुदेव तो साथ में है। लेकिन वो तो हमें यह सब ज्ञान को अपने उनकी उंगली जो पकड़ लिए तो उसमें हमको आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं. So we can express that gratitude towards our master. So बोलते वही होता है इनके साथ कि जो निर्विकल्प समाधि में जाते हैं, फिर वहां पे जो वृत्ति होती है वो नष्ट हो जाती है, मन होता है वो मन नष्ट हो जाता है, और उसके अंदर अंदर जाके हम लोग फिर समाधि अवस्था में, फिर वो दृष्टा जो होता है उसी में सीयर जो अल्टीमेट ऑब्जर्वर होता है आत्मा, उसी में हम लोग थोड़े क्षणों के लिए स्थित हो जाते हैं, उस परम स्वरूप का हम लोग अनुभव लेते हैं. इसलिए अक्सर गुरुदेव बोलते हैं कि अंतर्मुखी सदा सुखी. जो अंतर्मुखी होता है वही परमानंद का चिदानंद स्वरूप का, वही शिवोहम उसका अनुभव कर पाता है. फिर यहाँ पे और एक चीज वशिष्ठ ने बताते हैं कि सभी तो लोग फिर योगाभ्यास के पाठ पे नहीं देते हैं, तो वो इसका अनुभव किस तरह से करते हैं, तो उसके लिए भी मैं जैसे बताता हूँ कि जैसे स्वप्न रहित कोई स्थिति होती है, नो, जब चित्त अपना जो होता है विश्रांत हो जाता है, नो, जो थिंग जो इवन स्लीप भी नहीं होती है, उस अवस्था में जैसे वो जड़ता नहीं होती है, वो सद्बुद्धि होती है, वो सुषुप्ति की जो अवस्था होती है, जो स्वप्न और शांत, स्वप्न नहीं रहता है लेकिन शांत अवस्था एक होती है, और जिसको चिरकाल हम लोग प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, तो वो भी इसी परमात्मा का अनुभव या परमात्मा का ही स्वरूप हम लोग कह सकते हैं. तो बोलते यह जो परमात्मा है, यह परमात्मा का जो स्वरूप है, उसके कुछ लक्षण में कुछ उसके गमक आपको यहाँ पे बताता हूँ, कि जिस तरह से जो आकाश होता है, वो आकाश कैसे शून्यत्व रिप्रेजेंट करता है, कैसे वो नथिंगनेस रिप्रेजेंट करता है, कैसे जो वायु होता है वो अपने आप जहाँ पे जगह है अपने आप को व्याप्त कर लेता है, कैसे जो एक शिला होती है उसमें जो घनत्व होता है, कैसे वो ठोसपना वहां पे दिखाई देता है, वैसे ही जो चैतन्य जो होता है, वो चैतन्य होता है, भिन्न होता है, जो चैतन्य जो होता है वो दृश्य होता है, वो विषय जो होते हैं वो विषयों के परे है, ऐसा जान लेते हैं हम लोग, उसका अनुभव करने लगते हैं, तो वही परमात्मा को जानने का सही गमक है, वही परमात्मा को अनुभव करने का सही रहस्य है. तो यह जो विषय रहित मन रहित जो अपना यह स्वाभाविक है, यह परम शांत उसका स्वभाव है, वही आत्मा का सच्चा रूप है, ये बताते हैं. फिर इसके पहले हम लोग गुरुदेव को भी सुन रहे थे, गुरुदेव अपने इतिहास के बारे में, जो महाभारत है रामायण है उसके बारे में चर्चा हो रही थी, और गुरुदेव कई सारे जो प्रश्न अपने मन में होते उनका यहाँ पे आंसर दे रहे थे, तो गुरुदेव को भी हमने सुना, उन्होंने कहा कि यह तो इतिहास है, जो मैंने इतिहास माने क्या, जो ऐसा हुआ था, तो यह तो सत्य है, और कितने सारे प्रमाण भी यहाँ पे है. इवन जो अपना विमान वगैरह एरोप्लेन की बात करते हैं, तो जो ऋषि भारद्वाज है उनका भी वहां पे संदर्भ दिया कि कैसे उन्होंने वो पूरा वैमानिक जो शास्त्र था उन्होंने वो जानते थे, कई सारे अलग अलग चरक साहित्य, कई सारे अलग अलग शास्त्र है जो अपने ऋषि मुनि जानते थे, और हम लोग यहाँ पे भी यही देख रहे हैं कैसे अपने वशिष्ठ मुनि और कैसे अपने जो शास्त्र है इनमें कई सारे जो साइंस आज उसको, विज्ञान आज उसको डिस्कवर करा है, ये बातें कई साल हजारों साल पहले ना ये उन्होंने अपने अनुभव के द्वारा, ध्यान के द्वारा, समाधि के द्वारा जो अर्जित किया था, वो उन्होंने किस तरह से हमारे सामने रखा है. इट्स वेरी नाइस ना. कुछ प्रश्नों के ऐसे भी, फिर रावण के 10 हेड क्यों थे एंड ऑल दैट, वो थोड़ा मिराकुलस लगता है, तो बोलते ये सब सिंबॉलिक नेचर है. जो ओरिजिनल जो महाभारत था और जो अपना रामायण थे तो बहुत कम वर्ष के थे, लेकिन फिर उसमें जैसे जैसे लोगों ने उसके बारे में भाषण किया, उसके बारे में कथन किया, उसके बारे में लिखान किया, तो उन्होंने अपने मत भी उसके अंदर डाल दिए, और फिर वो जो वाव फैक्टर होता है, ओ वाव वंडर जो होता है नो, वो फैक्टर डालने के लिए तो उसको थोड़ा अतिरंजित भी बनाया गया है ना, तो बोलते वो थोड़ा छोड़ो ना, वो आपके मनोरंजन के लिए, आपको थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग बनाने के लिए, जैसे योग सिस्टम में हम लोग देखते हैं कि अलग अलग कहानियों को यहाँ पे बयान किया गया है, ताकि ये जर्नी ऐसे बोरिंग ना हो, ये जर्नी को ऐसे हम लोग आराम से उससे थ्रू गुजर सके, कहानियों के मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी समझ के इस ज्ञान को थोड़ा थोड़ा आगे बढ़ाते रहे, इसलिए ये सब किया गया। बोलते ये सारी चीजें सिंबॉलिक होती है, उसमें से आप मर्म को जान लो और लिटरल मीनिंग में उसके फंसने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। इस तरह से गुरुदेव हमें बताते हैं। इस गुरुदेव के इस को वचन को भी हम लोग, जब हम लोग इससे गुजरेंगे तो इसको याद रखिए। जहां पे भी वो कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है उधर बोलेंगे वाह ऐसा भी होता है क्या, अरे वाह नो, उस वंडर में हम लोग जाएंगे, आश्चर्य व्यक्त करेंगे और आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे। यही अपना जर्नी होगा। तो इस सत्र को आज हम आपके लिए खुला कर देते हैं। यदि आपके मन में कुछ प्रश्न है या आपके मन में व्यक्त होने की कुछ इच्छा है तो आप जरूर व्यक्त हो सकते हैं, जरूर अपने आप में प्रश्न है तो वो भी पूछ सकते हैं। ओवर टू यू ऑल। जय गुरुदेव। अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन हमने खोल दिया है, आप खुद ही अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं अपने आप को और व्यक्त हो सकते हैं। किसी को कुछ कहना है, पूछना है तो अनम्यूट करके बात कर सकते हैं। नहीं तो रोज की तरह हम लोग इसको चर्चा सत्र के लिए खोल देते हैं। यू कैन एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ अबाउट आपका अनुभव क्या है, आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, सबको हम लोग सुनेंगे और इस चर्चा सत्र की हम लोग समाप्ति करेंगे। हाँ उषा जी।
Hello, good morning, good evening. When you explain it in the way that you do, it makes things so much more clear for me. And I really appreciate it. It's a nice summary that's, I can understand better than if I'm just reading. It's, I really appreciate it. And I think at one point you were talking about the human body, what an amazing thing it is. And it really is. I mean, it's nothing that could have ever been left to chance. It's just the way the systems coordinate with each other. Doctors and scientists still don't know very much about how things work together, but it's such a beautiful thing, such intelligence. So I just thought of that. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Usha. Thank you so much expressing your experience about it. Thank you so much. Who else would like to express themselves, share their experience with us?
भैया आप इतना सहज सरल भाषा में इंग्लिश में हिंदी में बोल देते हैं ना, हर कुछ प्रश्न रहता ही नहीं मन में। बहुत अच्छी, मैंने सेटिस्फाइड हो जाता है, कुछ क्वेश्चन आता ही नहीं, इतना सहज सरल भाषा में आप बोल देते हैं। थैंक यू भैया।
थैंक यू सो मच रमा जी, थैंक यू सो मच। सचिन जी, संगीता जी,
Yes. Love to share it. Thank you, Someshwar ji, for giving me this opportunity. And Jai Gurudev to all of you. Let's have our camera on so that we are more connected. Yes. So Sharmila ji, Nirmalana. We have never seen Nirmalana. Who is he? Mamta. Kusum ji to we know. Kusum ji, you can go. Yeah. Yeah, Sharmila ji. So nice seeing you. Yes. Good. Yes. So Someshwar ji takes it in a very, just like Usha ji said, he takes it in a very simple, light manner, and we keep on moving ahead in the journey. Yeah. Yes, that's very nice. Thank you, Someshwar ji, for making it so easy for us. Yeah.
We have few new guests with us. Would they like to say something? Nirmal ji, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
Please go ahead.
अनम्यूट कर ले अपने आप को. निर्मल जी अनम्यूट हो पा रहा है आपसे? इज देयर एनी टेक्निकल इशू? हो नहीं रहा है. अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन इज अवेलेबल. इट्स अपने आप ही कर सकते हैं. शर्मिला जी आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं जब तक निर्मल जी टेक्निकली? हाँ बोलिए. हाँ शर्मिला जी हम सुन पाएंगे आपको. बोलिए.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. मुझे पहले ये इतना हार्ड लग रहा था योग वशिष्ठ, लेकिन अब जैसे रोज एक एक सेशन हो रहा है ना, तो वो इतना इजी लग रहा है कि अरे ये इतना आसान था, लेकिन मैं समझ नहीं पा रही थी. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच. जय गुरुदेव.
जय गुरुदेव शर्मिला जी. हाँ संगीता जी कंटिन्यू.
Thank you. So, I was going through this. The topic was how to overcome compulsive emotional patterns. Compulsive means हम नहीं चाहते हैं, we don't want you to do it, but we are doing it again and again. So how to come out of that? Would you like to know? Yes, it's very easy. Yeah, it's a good topic. I liked it. So I said I'll just share it with you all also. Like suppose if you're going from good, at least we are, aware that I am going through the same thing. That is the great awareness, first of all. Yeah. So what happens is exactly, like the scenery keeps on changing, but the pattern remains the same. It's if you're in a school, it's the same. If you're going to the college, it's the same. The job, it's same. Again, you get married, again you are the same. In the same way, you're going on, go round and round in the cycles. Then the scenery keeps on changing, but your patterns remains the same. That happens throughout your life, right? Like suppose if you're going from place A to place B, okay, you can take any place wherever you are. But you come to that one point, again and again you come to that same place. अगर आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जा रहे हैं आपके जर्नी में, और आप एक ही जगह पे एक बार आए, it's okay. Again you come. Oh, that's nice. Again I've come there only. Third time, you're going around, but you're coming to the same place. Means what? What does it mean for you? If I ask you the question, क्या होता है उसका मतलब क्या होगा? If you are coming back to the same place every time you are going round and round the same place, it means what? Are we moving ahead somewhere, or we are just going in the cycles or the circles? Isn't it? अगर हम घूम के फिर उसी जगह पे आते, फिर घूम के फिर उसी जगह पे आते, and then again it is the same thing for us. It means what? We are going around in the cycles, isn't it? So the whole life of birth and death also, it's the same thing. We are going around in the cycles with all the sanchit karams, your pralbodh karams, whatever. All these karmas together take you where? You're going around in the cycles. Now, what does this cycle mean? The more you are in the awareness, or you are in the unawareness, more ignorant, the cycles depend upon that. It's the whole thing. So when we come here, when we have the knowledge, when we lit the lamp in ourselves, we become more focused. If you are not focused, means you're scattered here and there. Everything is scattered. That gives you a different pattern in the cycle. But if you are focused, you are aware, you have that knowledge within you, then your patterns change, the cycles change. So this is what it is. You see, we have seen in the happiness program also, everything is in the cycles, day and night, all the 4 seasons, everything goes on, moves on in the cycle. The same way, our level of ignorance, or you can say our level of that knowledge, which we are the awareness, also takes us into that cycle. So we should know about it, how to go ahead in that, and come out of it. So can you tell me, how would you do it? Would you like to know that? Yeah, anybody can share? Sanjay ji, that was I think so, that was one of your question कि बार बार वो वही पे आ जाते हैं हम, है ना, गुस्सा हो ही जाते हैं, ट्रिगर हो ही जाते हैं, है कि नहीं? आप कैसे चाहेंगे कि आप उससे ऊपर उठे? थोड़ा हमको बताइए. Anything what you would apply to your life. Everybody see, we have different answers. We keep on applying, isn't it? Again, it is the same thing. Keep on asking the question to you, keep on applying, and then keep on moving forward. These are the two oars that we have, in the boat. When you row the boat, you have two oars with you, right? You do one and then you do another, and then you push the boat forward. Exactly in the same way, we keep on asking the question to us, have the knowledge again, then again, row your boat, go ahead. That is what it is in the life also, right? So don't be so serious. I feel very upset, if you all become very serious like this. I'm not telling a big thing. I'm just sharing it with you all. What I got it from there. Yeah. So let's make it more interactive. If this is there, how would you handle your life? मतलब हम अपने को क्या हम अपने को ऐसा ज्ञान देंगे कि हम उसमें से ऊपर चले आए? Come on, let's be more interactive. Otherwise, it's going more heavier than what today Someshwar ji was light, so it seems that I'm going heavy. So I don't want to do that. Yeah. So how can we do that? Come on, Sanjay ji, आप बताइए. If this is the scenario with us in our life, आप अपने को क्या
बस प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हम जो चैटरिंग होती है ना, हम उसमें उलझते हैं, जो संवाद होता है उसमें उलझते हैं. हमें उससे बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा और जो प्रैक्टिस चल रहा है उसमें पूरा इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ेगा. जो बाहर का चल रहा था, मतलब उसमें हम जो एक सेंटेंस आता है उसमें हम स्टडी करना लगते हैं कि ये क्या हो रहा है, ये समझने की कोशिश करते हैं ना. ये तो बाद में भी कर सकते हैं, जो फ्लो चल रहा है उसके साथ होना पड़ेगा. Okay.
Good. Anybody else? Usha ji, how would you give yourself that encouraging words to come out of all this? How would you take yourself?
Well, I think, I would look at the depth of my patterns. From the video, we know that the more you repeat a behavior, the more the chemicals are laid down into the brain and the more it's difficult to get out of. So if I had a true addiction, I would certainly seek probably professional help. But if it was a behavior thing, I think, as you say, awareness is key. You have to be aware. And I guess I would just ask friends maybe to help me. I have this repeating pattern. Can you help me with it? Give me some suggestions, support me.
Very good. Yes, Neeluji, please go ahead.
I would like to share from my own experience. Some years back, and as I was growing up, I was known to have a bad temper, like quick temper, bahut jaldi gussa aata tha, and I would probably hurt people, say things. So I reached a stage today that I pretend to actually get angry when I want an effect, because now I don't have that much anger at all. What I feel is, first is the awareness that there is a problem, that I have this pattern, that I have this tendency. And with that, slowly, with the awareness, a witness, like as if you're a third person watching yourself. And that's what I did. And I have to thank, of course, Guruji, Art of Living, with the Kriya, and this is now like about almost past over 20 years, this went on, where I sort of now have reached a stage where I can watch myself and sometimes I can see that how ugly it looks when you lose your temper. Your expression changes, you become so unpleasant. So that I found was very helpful. It became like a second nature. But I worked in a corporate, and there I had very large teams. I had a national role. So I had people in my teams, and I realized that sometimes I had to pretend that I was upset about something. So I was doing it so superficially, but I was watching myself doing it. And I felt so good that I can make an act of losing my temper from a time when I was like a madness. Anger is like a madness. At that point, you don't know what you're thinking. And now I've reached a stage where I just, like a hat, I wear it to show, to get some result, and not in a harmful way. And I think at the end, even the person whom I'm pretending to understands that this is in some way, it's not anything intentional or hurtful. And I like it. I do it even with my family. My husband says he hasn't seen me ever lose my temper because he's forgotten. It's been so long. So I can say this from personal experience that awareness is the first step, but slowly move to becoming a witness as if you're watching yourself. And that's what's worked for me. And I think that is what I took as an advice from Guruji, whatever Guruji says. And that's what he says, be a witness. And I took it seriously. It's helped me.
Amazing. That is very nice. Very beautiful answer. You know, पहले हम धीरे हम उसमें इतने इन्वॉल्व रहते हैं, वो ईगो में ही रह के और उसमें ही गोल गोल घूमते रहते हैं, पता ही नहीं चलता है कि हम कर क्या रहे हैं. But then you step back, see yourself, step back, again you see yourself. You know, stepping back every time from all your behaviors, emotions, patterns, take you in a different state of mind. And that is what you are witnessing. You know, be a witness. Be a witness was means अभी मैं देख रही हूँ कि ठीक है, it's okay, मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है. I can feel it. Okay, मैं करती हूँ, कर रही हूँ, जैसे नीलू जी ने कहा. That awareness कि okay, now it is like I really need to do it because without that वो काम नहीं होगा. So I need to play that. So you take it as a play. You know, that is the point. So again, what happens when you take it as a play? ऐसे करते 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 हम इतना उसमें आ जाते हैं अपने self में कि पता चल जाता है कि what is happening with me and how it is happening. Not only with me, it's happening with everyone. Then we can come to know that also. पर अभी कोई awareness में अगर नहीं है, तो what we do? We have to pity for them कि okay, it's okay. मतलब वो बेचारे को अब तक वो अवेयरनेस नहीं है, so he doesn't know कि it is a play. नहीं तो वो ऐसा नहीं करता है कि नहीं, है ना, करते हैं ना, हम ऐसे ही करते हैं ना. So we start forgiving them. That is another thing. So you don't go into that, you know, कि क्या किया, this, that, nothing like that. Then you start forgetting them also and accepting them as they are. So there are so many such good results we can get, you know, isn't it? So just, you know, being in that awareness, and very, very apt she said, Neelu, that awareness takes you to the witness. So beautifully she said. Yeah. So let us practice that in the small day to day, you know, small moments which we have it in our life. So just being more of mindfulness, more of awareness always takes you a step ahead. Maybe you're stepping back, that is different after seeing all your emotions and all, but then somewhere you're stepping forward also in that witnessing part. Yeah. So let us have that. And when you have that, oh, it is so amazing, I tell you. I really can't express it, but it gives you a very, you know, as we say, your natural nature, you know, that compassion, that joyfulness, that thing of giving, you know, loving, smiling, taking the things as they are. So everything just comes into that, you know, it is like this. See, you know, a drop of an ocean or the whole ocean, the quality is the same, isn't it? Do we have a difference in that? No. कैन यू गेट इट? एक बूंद पानी की लो या आप सागर को पूरा देखो, उनकी जो क्वालिटी है वो क्या है? एक ही है ना, isn't it? So even still we are okay, you know, like a drop, still not experiencing that I am Brahman, but then still that quality is the same with it. That compassion, that joyfulness, you know, being happy, and just as we are saying, just dancing, you know, and celebrating. So it is all like that. So let's have it in that way, lighter form, you know, of our life. फिर उसमें सभी disappear हो जाते हैं, सब वो एक automatically हो. See, when you're happy, how it is? How do you feel? Don't you feel that oneness with everything? Isn't it? है ना, प्रेम में लोग कैसे गीत गाते हैं चांद का, you know, चांद is so far that moon, but then still it becomes so lively. Can you hear that? Have you heard the Bollywood songs? प्रेम में कितना सब नजदीक हो जाता है. Why? Because that belongingness increases with it. So if we shift our mode to the prem, that is that love and happiness, no, all these we come up above all these emotions, patterns and feelings and all this. So it is better to be having on that, right? Do you agree with me? Isn't it simple? Simple लगता है कि नहीं लगता है? थोड़ा difficult लगता है क्या संजय जी? Simple लगता है? Yeah, good. Anybody else would like to share?
दीदी मैं कुछ बोलूं?
बोलिए ना.
बोल रहे हैं, मेरे जो माने अनुभव है, जो ये जन्म मरण का जो साइकिल है हम लोग का, जो बार बार हम लोग की धरती में आते हैं, बार बार आते हैं, तो इससे जैसे कोई गाड़ी अगर कदम माने बैलगाड़ी घुस गया इसमें मार्ग में घुस गया, तो उसको क्या करता है? पुश करना पड़ता है, पुश करना पड़ता है, तब वो जाके आगे बढ़ता है. तो इसीलिए हमारे साधना में, मुझे लगता है हमारे साधना में तीव्रता होनी चाहिए. जो तीव्रता होने से हम वो मूव फॉरवर्ड हो पाएंगे, इस साइकिल से बाहर हो पाएंगे. ये जन्म मरण का जो बार बार आना जाना, इसका साइकिल, तो उसमें लिए तो अवेयरनेस तो चाहिए ही. फिर भी हमें लगता है, मुझे लगता है कि हमारे साधना में तीव्रता होना चाहिए और लेजीनेस एकदम नहीं रहना चाहिए. ये मैं सुबह नहीं उठ पाऊंगी, मैं एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर पाऊंगी, मैं सुदर्शन किया, ये सब दिमाग से हटा देना होगा. कितने भी बूढ़े हो जाए, लेकिन उसमें जोश हमें होना चाहिए, है ना दीदी?
बिल्कुल.
साधना में तीव्रता होना चाहिए.
अपना 100% हमेशा डालते रहिए, तो रिजल्ट विल बी 100%.
Yes.
And that is your self efforts. अभी हमने सुना है ना, कर्म तो मिलते हैं हमको, लेकिन हम करके आए हैं. लेकिन अगर हमारी पुरुषार्थ अच्छी है तो we overcome that, isn't it? Yeah.
तभी हम क्रॉस कर पाएंगे, इस बेड़ा को हम क्रॉस कर पाएंगे.
बिल्कुल. So good. रमा जी आप एकदम full to है. Isn't it? Because she's put her efforts while doing VTP. No? That is the thing. So she knows that. Good. Anybody else? Sachinji, what you would like to say? Some important tips from you? How to overcome all this?
I think you have covered most of the things. Also, I think Niluji has also covered most of the things. So, what I personally believe is that there should not means if you do a meditation or something, nowadays my personal experience is that you will feel throughout the kind of silence, kind of peace of mind, and all your actions happen through that peace of mind only. And I believe whatever happens through your life, whatever happens, it's grace. It's a grace of whether it's happened good or bad. So I take it like that. It's just a small baby when it sleeps on the lap of a mother. The baby never cares about what thing is. So if you give fully surrender to the master, whatever happens in your life is all his grace, because he takes all the care of you. So just be like simple, and there one message what our Gurudev used to say: be honest with yourself. So it has both the meanings. You can say a worldly meaning, that means simple meaning is that means whatever inside, it should reflect outside. You don't fake it. If you are angry, it's okay. You are angry. Show it as that you are angry. If you are happy, show it as happy. So that will not create any residue in yourself. So it's just like a mirror. Whatever happens with you, just be like that. The another meaning of that is that be honest with yourself, is that who you are, yourself. You are self. That means to remain in the witness state. What Niluji and Sangeeta ji, you already touched upon that. So that is the deeper meaning of it. But even if we follow the worldly meaning, it will give a peace of mind to you, because you are honest with yourself. You are not faking it. You are just means sometimes you need to be outwardly say happy, but inside you are in depression. There is no need of it. Just be like a small baby. Give everything and sit on the lap of your guru. Whatever happens in life, just enjoy the ride. It's so simple. We just need to be calm and this thing. And when you do some meditation or this thing, that state remains throughout your day. Means it won't happen in day or something, but yes, there would not be any efforts afterwards. It's just like flowing through the wind or on the ocean. Whatever happens in your life, as we have see there to get that peace of mind, you have to apply multiple tools, not only one tool. You can apply, say, Yog Vaashishtha knowledge. You can apply meditation. You can apply bhakti or devotion to God. Use multiple, whatever arsenal with you. Use all that to get that knowledge. Don't take only one thing and be just like one thing. Use everything, because our impressions are throughout our means through lots of birth and this thing. So we need to use all arsenal what we have with ourselves. Okay, that's what my point of view is. So yeah, thanks.
थैंक यू सो मच यतीम जी. सचिन जी. यतीम का नाम इतना बैठ गया है मन में. Sachin ji. So it's a very wonderful idea. See here, the one thing I observed in the last couple of days. See, we'd like to express ourselves, you know, everybody, each one of us. And in the morning, what we are doing, just to enable everybody, because if we have 30-40 people and everybody express themselves in a sequence, so probably it will take a lot of time. So what we have done in the morning session, we are creating these breakout rooms. So everybody, 3-4 people gets into breakout room, and all of them are having a discussion. All these multifolds are coming into picture. No? All these new things. No, probably somebody will think about something, other person will think about something else. No, so all these things comes. Then what we do, we come back to the main room, and then we have a discussion for half an hour. So that is where all these different points comes into picture. And very beautifully we can actually share with each other. So that is something probably which you can implement in the evening session also. We can create a breakout rooms. Those who would like to listen to audio, they can listen to audio, or those who would like to get into discussion mode, they can get into discussion. Very beautifully Sangeeta ji is carrying out this discussion here, right? So probably I can add only few people here. It doesn't allow more adding more than 9 people on the screen. Other people are not able to participate. So in the breakout room, what will happen? There will be a more interaction with each other. And the people who are feeling shy now or talking about it, they will also get an opportunity to speak about it. So let us do that from tomorrow. Yes, do you all agree to this? Yes, can we do that from tomorrow? Let's do that from tomorrow. So that everybody gets, see, को लगता है कि अपने आप को व्यक्त हो, लेकिन सब लोग नहीं हो पाते, या टाइम का कमी रहता है, या इफ वो सिक्वेंशियली करेंगे तो बहुत ज्यादा समय शायद लग जा सकता है ना. तो यदि वो ब्रेकआउट रूम में करेंगे तो अपने को सबको अपॉर्चुनिटी भी मिलेगा एंड अपना समय भी बचेगा, बिकॉज वी हैव दैट limitation of time also with us. So we'll address that also. Time also will address, as well as give an opportunity for everybody to express themselves. So let us do that from tomorrow. Is there anything else that needs to be added today? कुसुम ताई, आपको कुछ बोलना है? कुसुम ताई बड़ी प्यार से एक्सप्रेस करते हैं सब चीजों को संक्षिप्त रूप में, वेरी concise manner. कुसुम ताई, are you there? जब तक कुसुम ताई आ रहे, संजय जी, would you like to say a few words? हाँ, अनम्यूट कर ले संजय जी. Probably he is getting a call. Kusum Tai, are you there? हाँ, Kusum Tai is there. She will start her video later. You can unmute and speak. It's okay. हाँ कुसुम ताई बोलिए. Seems some technical issue. Yeah, she is actually out, so she is not able to speak today. So that's okay. Is there anything else? Anyone else wants to say something? ठीक है. So फिर आज का यह सत्र हम लोग यहीं पे रोक लेते हैं, स्वल्प विराम लेते हैं ताकि पुनः एक बार कल मिल पाए. जय गुरुदेव.